Alright, let's see if we're live. Looks like we're live on Twitch. Just check YouTube. And yes, we're live on YouTube as well. Alright. So, let's see. We've reached a good point. We've got the caves. And Goda is doing some military training. Hopefully she will learn something soon. That will cheer her up quite a bit. But now, let's see. I want to go down to the workshops. And we're making those steel swords. I want to start making more armor and things. So I think I'm going to start increasing some of this. Let's. So we've got 2 gauntlets in stock for high boots, 2 greaves. 2 mail shirts. I'm going to add the steel helms back again. Got 3 steel helms, so I think I'm going to increase this from up 5 to 10. So we'll say range. So 5 to 10 of that. And we'll do the same for each of the others. And we'll start preparing for getting another bunch of another set of armor ready for another melee force. Because I think probably what I'm going to do with Goda is send her and a team of people out to Goblin Fortress or something somewhere. Go and occupy somewhere so that we've got another place where we can send people if they're not too happy. But I do want to make sure that they are equipped and trained enough to be able to take on a goblin fortress, or it'll just be a goblin village or something. Doesn't need to be too much. Once we've made that steel short sword, I would also like to make some more steel spears and some more steel battle axes. The mace and warhammers we are making out of silver. Let's see how many of those we've got in stock. Got 4 of those, and warhammers, we've got 5 of those, so that's fine. Okay, let's have a look upstairs and see how we're doing Where was it? Okay, so this is where we're going to keep either goats or llamas or something. Down here. Oh, there is a bit more yet that we can dig out. So let's mine. Take it over to here and say there. We'll expand that to there as well. So I think this is going to be the largest area where we can keep the llamas. So let's go... Oh, what have we got? A Gabbro Terreur. I think that's a musical instrument. Very good. Meanwhile, back upstairs. So in this area, we want to make it a pen pasture. And let's have a look at the grazers. So not the llamas. We're going to bring the goats down here. The cavy boar. The ewe. Billy goat. Billy goat. Goat kid. Yeah. Petitions. Oh, a citizen. Lenge. Okay. Yes, we approve. However, before we do... Right, let's pause it. So, petitions, we approve. And let's have a look at Lenge. So we want to look at it by migration wave and read. We'll give this one a J name. So that's gonna be... Shall we go with John, maybe? John is a boa. Not really interested in that. You are good at you can do hauling and constructing and stuff. How's your happiness? Oh, you're quite content. Yeah. What are you doing at the moment? You're a bard. Oh, right. Oh, got another petition. Another citizen. Okay, we'll pause it. I pause it because I don't want anyone becoming a citizen and then find out that they are a fisher dwarf or something. Okay, we've got another J name. We'll call this one Josh. And what about you? Yeah, you can carry on doing what you're doing. Yeah. They are taking care of the animals. Alright, how are we looking down here? Yeah, there's a good bit of sand there. Hello, Shrimp Sama. Welcome to the stream. We found the caves! Which means that I've got cave moss growing inside the base at long last so we can bring the animals indoors. Which is really important. Got just a little bit of extra sand here, so let's dig a little bit further up. And dig that one there. Hello, Bone and Black. Yes, I'm back. We've just had 2 citizens join the fort. That's a thought. Bone and Black, your name begins with B. Would you like a dwarf named after you with a name that begins with B? Oh, mind you, I think... let's see who we've got in the bees. I've only got female dwarves beginning with B's, unless we've got a child. Because Bernie and Babam are 2 other viewers. Let's have a look. We just read in the children. Benji is one of Bernie's children. So unless you want a different name, if there's another name you can give me. What am I going to do with the big room? Because it's got a sand floor and we've broken into the cave, what we've got is cave moss spreading. And this cave moss will start to take over all of the sand because the sand is like soil. And the animals that need to graze can graze on cave moss, so we can bring all of the llamas indoors. Give you a female dwarf? Yeah, I can do that. Another citizen. Oh my word. Okay, we approve. And can anyone else think of names beginning with J? Alright, let's have a look at what have we got here? Beatrice is primarily... Oh, well, she's a recruit at the moment. She was just... she fancied doing some military stuff. She's primarily a mason. Bert or Bessie? Let's have a look. They are... Oh, look at this. Bessie is a gem cutter. How about that? A master gem cutter. So, bone and flat. There you go. Oh yeah, and while I was there, the other thing was to rename my new citizen. So read in the citizens, and it's another male. Oh, I've just realised that. No, that's a gender neutral female beginning with J. Give me many glass to cut. We'll go for Jenny. Happy to take different names if anyone's got ideas. Jenny, you do glazing. Fine, not that we're getting into pottery. I don't think we've got any clay on the map, and unless we happen to come across coal, I don't see me using the fuel that we do have on pottery.
Yes, I'll do it, but no, it won't work.
I might remove this wall here to increase the grazing area because we've got a lot of llamas. Make this just maximize the pasture area. Well, I can just dig down deeply and greedily. The last fortress that I played, I came across adamantine in the... it was higher than the magma sea. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Indeed. Yeah, I'm going to put a door here. A door there. Door there. And a door there. And then I'm going to dig the wall out from here to here. And here to here. And that'll increase the size of the pasture area that we've got for the llamas. I'll dig out that bit of rock that's just randomly sticking out. Could even expand this wall out to, well, I might as well take it out to here. And that bit out to there. And I think I'll add in more stone stockpiles. We'll bring the stone stockpiles down to here and here. And we can have a stone stockpile all the way up here. Let's put doors here. I suppose I don't need that bit of wall or that bit of wall. So I don't think I'll be able to... This is too big an area, I think, to make it into a single animal zone. A single pasture zone, but I can split the llama flock up into two. Let's build the workshop. We'll put a couple of farmers' workshops down here. We'll have one over here. Where have the shale blocks gone this time? We can make it out of blue peafowl soap. Oh, there they are. Okay, and another one over here. Down this direction. That way they're close-ish to the staircases. We'll go there. Without taking up any of the pasture room. Right, something I should look at is we put in more gates. Actually, I need to look at it from here. We've got these levers, and I want to connect those levers to my new bridges that are the emergency shut off for the cavern. So if we add link to bridge, yes, that bridge there, and you will be the Cave top. And then that lever will make it the next bridge down. And you will be cave mid. And then this one will be the cave bottom. I call it cave bottom, but that might not be true because we'll be going down more levels. Where are you going? What are you doing? Yeah, you. Exporter quivers. Yeah, I know that, but what are you actually getting up to? You're collecting webs. I mean, I don't mind you collecting webs, but I did think that we would get a military presence down there before I got you to do it. Rough pink garnets. Now, I wouldn't mind getting those pink garnets cut. Let's do it on this one because there's nothing set up here. So, pink garnets. That'll clear out that staircase. Things are coming on quite nicely. You could also get more than one grazing animal type. Yeah, could do. The thing about llamas is they give you more wool than any other type of grazing animal. Right, that's all been mined out now. Let's see where it won't let us go all the way over. It would let us go to there. We can actually get most of it in. So I think what we'll do then is I'll start in this corner, even though I'm going to remove that bit. We'll see how far over will it let us go. Let's go to there. What about down to there? That's going to be a pen pasture. Let's just remove the bit over the top of the staircase. Okay. And now we can say, let's bring the llamas in. What's the special thing I'm going to do in this fortress? The main thing I want to get done, and it's probably time to start thinking about that now that we've kind of got everything under control. I want to build a mist generating thing right in the heart of the fortress. I've built pump stacks before. I've built perpetual motion machines before. I've done all of the things that you need to do to be able to make a central waterfall. But I've never done it right slap bang in the middle of the fortress before, because I've always, by the time I get to this point, the fortress is always more or less built. So I've left a space right in the middle of the fortress, and that's what I'm going to put there. So we'll get on with that. Maybe not this streaming, maybe not right now, but we'll be there with that one soon. What I'll probably do here is to take out a lot of the male llamas, seeing as we've got such a lot. All right. There isn't in the cave moss hasn't spread far enough yet for the to feed that many animals, but by the time they get them moved down there, they should have. Now there is something else I need to be thinking about, and that's the mare. Yeah. So this area in the middle, I've reserved that specially for making a waterfall system. Right. So what I'm thinking is we need to get things set up for our Baron. So we need to smooth all of this. We need to smooth that bit as well, and that bit. Oh yeah, and a set of clothier up to make silk stuff. I would like made out of silk. I think we'll go for silk hoods. We'll start giving everybody hoods. How is the rooms looking of your dwarf? We shall have a look. Yeah, let's have a look at your dwarf. Actually 5 to 10 is not a bad number because I'll put them on the military as well. And we'll need to keep a stock in for the people. Yeah, Bone and Black. Let's have a look at your dwarf. So Q to search. There you are. So let's view you. And you're in decent quarters, which is good. But let's have a look at your relationships first. You worship us. You're the master of a critter. I'm not sure which critter. But passing acquaintances. You're not married or anything. Thoughts and preferences? Frustrated after a lack of abstract thinking. We should make you a scholar, that'll make you happy. What deity is us and what is the pet you have? Let's have a look at those. Let's have a look at your pet's name. So Kovem. And actually this is definitely going to be easier using I want it to be go by nothing. There isn't a grouping for no, there's nothing useful for the animals for this. I think we'll still search for it. Let me go back to you. You to search. view you. What? No. Yep. That's it. Relationships. Ovma Mythicoa. Don't remember seeing anything by that name. We haven't lost any pets. Maybe it's a pet that's not here. Seems a bit odd. Okay, so, but we'll try it from the animal screen. If we search on Cove... No. Yeah, puzzled about that. But let's have a look at your deity. I only know how to do this by going to the temple and looking at what deities the temple could be. Do let me know if there's an easier way to do it. So if we go here, over to the temple, and it is the... If we remove the assignment and then add it back, that will give us a bit of information about the deity. So remove that, assign. I think it's the Convent of Man. Yeah, it is. That wasn't how we do it. That's how you do it when you've got a new fortress. Can you remember how to look up the information on the deity? Do I do it from your screen? So units, search for view you, relationships. Oh yeah, I can do it from here, of course. Uz is a deity of the dead corridors. He most often takes the form of a male dwarf and is associated with victory, war and fortresses. So lots of people have authored lots of books around the world whilst praying to Uz. Yeah, sounds like a good one, indeed. Okay, we've got llamas all over the place waiting to be moved into their place, because as soon as I said you don't belong out there anymore, they all ran indoors. Well, all except one. So we shouldn't have any animals pastured outdoors anymore. Oh, and remind me, next time we're on lockdown, I want to tell the dwarves to collect the refuse from the outside so that they'll bring in this paw and that skeleton. I think at the moment they're ignoring it because it's considered outdoors. We need to dump a load of stuff here. Yeah, get rid of that. And that. Somebody's working on that one. get the refuse stockpile cleaned out. I do like to keep my refuse and corpse stockpiles free, so that they are empty when they're needed, and also so that if a necromancer turns up, the corpses are in the place where we want them. Because there's, at some point, there is always the possibility that the dwarf necromancers will decide that we are enemies of their state. I would like to... I stopped building the walls just because we were short on blocks, but now we've got them. I think I need to build these walls a piece at a time, do I? Is this... No, they'll be able to walk over the tree, won't they? I think the tree is forming a floor rather than a wall there. Well, we're not in a terrible rush, so let's just do it one by one for the moment. Because they need to build... If I get them to build that one, then the two either side, and then we just build the rest of the wall, so it's not terribly fiddly. Meanwhile, down here, I can now remove this area. Remove what we can see of these activity zones. Okay, we can remove these as well. I think that's a bit of stockpile there. Yes, it is. Hang on, what was that one? Whatever it is, it can go. This, whoops, looks like something that I might have accidentally clicked on at some point. Yep, I think we're good there. What I could be doing while we're looking at these sorts of things is I think I can remove the wood stockpile that's outside now. Just not sure what level it's on. I did it on multiple levels so that they wouldn't focus on moving the wood that was on the island, when I'd rather them focus on the wood that is, or that was outside. Oh, those ones that were high up actually were probably plant gathering areas when I had them gathering plant from the fruit trees. Petition. Entertainment. No, thank you. They are starting to get the rocks cleaned out of the trench quite nicely. I do have quite a heavily forested area, so I should have enough fuel to power up glass furnaces. That's true. So I don't really see the point in doing pottery because there's not really anything that we would get from pottery that would be worth the fuel. Okay, build more wool. One here and one there. I'm not sure they can actually get up from this side, so if they can't walk across there, I might have to give them a staircase. Okay, coming into winter. Okay, so I'm going to say to you, you can milk animals. I will put a constraint on it. Liquid of any milk. 30 to 40. And then make cheese. Cheese of any material. I'm going to keep that quite low so that we replace it often. Otherwise we just end up with lots of barrels of milk and lots of barrels of cheese. Shear animals. Repeat. Just body part of any yarn. And I'm gonna say 500 to 1000. Like, if you can do it, just do it. We'll set up the llama room the same. So you can milk animal. The same. You can make cheese. Yes. The same. And you can shear animals. The same. And then down here, I'm just going to make this one shear animals. Okay. And now I am going to slaughter most of the male llamas because we've brought in more animals than that pasture can really support, at least at this point. So let's have a... And we've got more llamas than we really need. Oops. So let's butcher the oldest of the male llamas. I don't want to take too many at once because otherwise the skin will just go to waste because we won't tan it fast enough. We can slaughter faster than we can tan. But we'll be able to, as the cave moss spreads, we'll be able to support a bigger herd. Typically, he's going to take the animal upstairs. That is going to turn out to be very inefficient. I think what I'll do then is I'm going to remove this. I'd rather... Yeah, look, see, someone else is taking the sheep downstairs. So if we just have the shearing and milking stuff down here, that'll be fine. Because the majority of animals to be sheared are down here. Now my miners are probably not doing anything, so I'm going to get them to dig out the rest of this area and we'll just make it a stone stockpile. Right, now these doors, I want to make sure that they're not pet passable. Just in case something happens to scare the animals. I can't imagine how that could possibly happen. But, yeah, but let's do it anyway. Petitions, no entertainers at the moment. Good, so the cave moss seems to be spreading faster than the llamas are eating it. Another petition? Yes, no vacancies at the moment for entertainers. Oh, okay. That's the humans. Right, everybody indoors. Military alerts. Indoors. Let's see how many we've got. Oh, I was expecting them coming in from the south. Where are you then? Yes, the humans. Okay, yeah, they're coming on the south, but they're coming over there. And there's a lot of them. Ooh. Okay, so this is going to be a decent challenge. They're just humans, they're easily crushed under a dwarf's hammer. It's actually the humans that killed our first dwarf. The first of the dwarves that died was killed by a human. But they were not very well skilled, and they were only wearing leather armour. They won't stand a chance against our crack force. We've got a brilliant military now. But still only, we've got 10 top quality melee fighters who wear steel and 10 really good crossbowmen in leather. Let's see, so we've got a few people to make their way indoors who are in the trench at the moment.
No, I can't do it.
Soon as these last two are in, I'll close this trapdoor and we should be fine. I don't think they're moving as slow as it would appear. I think the frame rates dropped quite a bit. Taking down a lot of the animals will help with that. But yeah, I think we've probably got quite a sizable force. We've got an enormous force. Have they brought anything with them other than just humans? No, they don't have anyone who can... A force like this was what did in Granny's fort. Why aren't I displaying the frame rate? Oh, because I tend to get caught up with watching the frame rate. It's one of those things where I don't need to know the details. Like when I suddenly get a slowdown like this, it's very noticeable. And that tells me that there's an awful lot of units on the map all of a sudden. But the humans should make their way over to my northwest tunnel. They'll probably scatter a little bit because they're not like goblins. They're not very good at staying together. They're not very disciplined.
No, I can't do it.
Okay, right, let's just check. I think that is everybody in out of the trench, but I want to be absolutely sure. Yep, I think we're good. We've got somebody on the wall over there, which is probably not the best time for it. But the other thing I'll do is I'm gonna say, right, orders. So I'm gonna go set orders and refuse. I'm gonna say dwarves gather refuse from outside. Because the only outside that they can get now is the outside that's on our island. So that should get this area down here cleaned up. Right, let's see where this human force is. There should be... I'm thinking that's probably a bad idea because he's going to be moving really slowly because he's nauseous. Yeah, in fact, take that down. What were you going to do? Oh, you're cleaning. You're going to clean along there. You're going to throw up more than you clean. Okay, I think what we'll do is certainly at this level I'm going to just tinker with the burrow. And I'm going to say that indoors no longer includes this area here. I don't mind you going down a level because they won't be able to see you down there. I'm fine with everything else, I think. Okay, so that should send him back the other way. Good, good. That's what we wanted to see. Right, where are the humans up to? And did I remember to lock the trapdoor? No. Because that could tempt them to jump into the trench to try and get us from that direction. You have 15 worshippers for a god named Vacon, the god-forsaken sin, for death and murder. That's that sounds like a fortress just waiting to become necromancers. Okay, so I'm keeping an eye on them. I would like to send my dogs home in good time, but the dogs will also be attracting them towards that entrance. Where'd they go? We could see them a minute ago. Oh, they're just waiting for them to drop down. Some of them are walking on trees. Now, wasn't there something else that I was going to do? Well, we had... Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to send the miners out to go and open up some new areas of the fort. I'll do that once we've got these guys, of the tunnels. Once we've got these guys in a tunnel and I can be sure of which way they're going and all of that sort of thing.
No.
Just looking to see what people are up to out here. They're bringing in that wood. Okay, so if we go down to here.
No.
So we're expecting the humans to come in this entrance. That entrance is already opened. So what we could do is get this entrance open. So to do that, I would want to dig out a little tunnel and then have an upstair. I'll presume there for the moment. Then an up-down stair. Yeah, that'll do. I prefer if it was one over actually, just so it doesn't come up on a ramp. So take that off, dig from here, just dig that bit and then do an upstairs next to it. And then up down stair from here. Yeah, that's fine there. So to here. You find my fort entrances really interesting. You usually only go for one main entrance. Yeah, I was inspired because I was trying to think of a design which would make most of the battling happen underground, so that collecting all of the loot wouldn't give my dwarves exposure to sunlight. Because I always end up with cave adapted dwarves. But even if I put effort into not having cave adapted dwarfs, there's always a good number who end up cave adapted. And I've kind of just come to embrace that. Right, well, we'll mark out... Where's that down one? There. So that's going to be a downstair. J. I'm only going to put it in as a marker, just so I know where it is. And now I'm going to tweak the warren so that all of this is included in the area called indoors. But not outside. That'll keep the miners busy. Right, where are the humans up to? Don't think they should have made it this far yet. Okay, they're heading over here. How close to my entrance are you? Still a little ways away. There's the entrance there. They seem to be a bit more disciplined than they were last time. Well, actually, it was last time they came onto the map. There was a bunch of them. They were all mounted. They rode onto the map and then they rode off within a matter of days. Okay, that's just sparring. I really find it cool that you can brew just about anything into alcohol. Just like real life. This guy's wearing some fancy clothes. Am I just too high? No, I'm not. Oh, he's just a human recruit. Okay. So yeah, I fancy my chances against this bunch. I think we will be able to take them out with very few injuries as long as we play it right. And the key thing is patience, making sure that we don't end up facing overwhelming numbers at any point. Right, the dogs can come in now. Petition. Oh, soldiering. Nice timing. Yes, we approve of soldiers. Just while we have a look at that, because there was also a human mercenary, wasn't there? A competent wrestler. Why are you not a competent axe dwarf? Talented, professional. Right, I think we'll swap out Gregory for Asmal and Helen or Ushav. Yeah, I would rather the mercenaries face the enemy first. So what will distract the enemy from coming down the tunnels is visitors leaving. So there's more than likely we won't catch all of them in the tunnel. But I'm not too worried about that because what we'll do is we'll catch the majority in the tunnel. I'll use the monster whose name I've forgotten. I'll use them on the monster. Like, let's have a bit of fun there. And then we'll open up the other tunnel once we've got rid of the monster. Let's see, that passage should be closed already. Yes, it is. But I'm going to let as many as possible come in. I'm not worried if a few of them make it right the way through to our fortress. Our military can take care of it. It's just that I want to make sure that our military don't do anything stupid, as they are prone to do. Petitions available. Yes, anyone can stay in at the moment. I wouldn't dream of throwing you out into through the one exit into this kind of environment. That would seem wholly unfair. Come and entertain the people in the tavern. So they're moving slowly, pretty steadily. Let's let the dogs in. And we'll move those dogs down to here. Who's not pastured? Those dogs and those puppies. Right, so once the first force... How many people have we got down here? Is it a relatively active area? I'm trying to think of how soon. I think once the vanguard reach gate 2, that's when I'll shut the far gate. And that way we should have pulled in a good number. And I'm going to change to the military alert to tell people to come down. Everybody, just come down to the control room. Because we're going to want to be flicking an awful lot of levers. Just a little bit further. How are we doing with people coming in the far gate? Yep, they're still coming in. Just a little bit further. Yep, come on, come on. The Etin. Yeah, that was the... Yes, definitely going to use the Etin on them. Okay, so now's about good. Let's just check and see how many are still left outside. Yeah, there's quite a bunch around here. It's not worth waiting for. These are just horses. There's one. We'll deal with all of those separately. So let's go to the levers, and we're looking for the far northwest. Pull that lever, do it now. Come on, anyone. There's a bunch of you there. All of you, none of you have got any jobs.
I can't do it.
Someone's just walked over the lever. Okay. So that's been pulled. And now we'll pull lever... I think I'm going to pull this near one and just let a few of them walk onto that weapon trap then. No reason why not. So that is the near northwest. I think is this one. Yes. So pull that lever, do it now. We have a look up here. Yep, there we go. So they're trapped in the tunnel. Okay, we've pulled the near lever. Right, at this point, I'm now happy for everybody to just go back to normal areas. Yes. So that's military alerts, of course. Go back to indoors. And let's pull all of these interim levers. Okay. And that will control... That will control how many we're going to face at once. Sounds like a visitor got trapped in the tunnels with some of them.
No.
Alright, there isn't anything between number one. Let's pull number one again. I'm going to pull that, and I'm also going to let the Etin out. So that is the north to northwest. And the northwest to north. So that will open up this passage here. Oops, not until I've closed gate 2. Hang on. Yeah, cancel that one. Don't pull that one just yet. We want gate 2 pulled first. Yep, so we've opened up one so that they can come closer. We might be able to split them up into a smaller force. We've closed gate 2 so that the Etin can't get down this way. I haven't linked that to anything yet, but that's fine. It doesn't lead anywhere. So now let's open North Gate 3 and the passage as well.
It won't work.
So we'll open that one, pull that lever, and it is North 3. And let's let the humans and the Etin have some fun together. Should you close some of your other bridges? Yeah, I've got this one closed here. So this tunnel is closed down the bottom. This is just this passage doesn't have any exit to it. It's just a dead end tunnel. So the Etin should charge through here. There he goes. Here comes the humans. Because they've decided to meet him in the passage, they can't surround him. Okay, well they've successfully taken the Etin out. Well, yeah, they've surrounded him on two sides. But they'll have taken a good number of injuries there. Right, time to get our squads together. Show the battle logs. Oh, yes, of course. Let's have a look at the Etin. 4 pages. So, who actually did the killing? Let's have a look from here. So the Etin starts to look sick at that point. Got an iron spear lodged in a wound. The Etin misses a human. There's an arrow has struck the Etin in a kidney. He's missed the lasher. He's been lashed with the whip. He missed the lasher. He's been kicked in the teeth. He's been shot in the upper body. He missed the lasher. Has he actually managed to do any damage to any of the humans? I don't see the Etin actually making a successful strike on anybody. Ah, okay. The Etin is happy at improving fighting. Looks like the humans dodged pretty well. Yeah, it could be that it's not that the Etin was particularly bad, because usually monsters are given... what is it? It's at least adequate or at least competent wrestling and dodging, I think it is. Ah, okay, so we've got something going on. So the Etin punches the human recruit in the lower body with his right hand, bruising the muscle and bruising the guts. Human looks sick. The human recruit is propelled away by the force of the blow. But the Etin's already been damaged by that. Yeah, improved my wrestling. That was satisfying. So it looks like he was doing a bit of fighting to start with. Yeah, but didn't do a huge amount of damage. Well, I think it's about time we did a bit of damage. So let's get the fighters. We shall move you to here. Move there. Archers, move immediately behind them. I know that doesn't mean that you'll really be in front and behind, but you know, thereabouts. Just let everybody get here. Okay, now we're gonna pull this near gate. So that's the near northwest. Yeah, come and have us if you think you're hard enough. So they still can't get down this tunnel. They have to come down this tunnel. There we go. They should be able to detect now that they can come through this way and they'll start drifting over. I might close that one back up just so they don't get lost in that passage. Although, if they don't seem to be moving, the other option is to lock them in the passage and deal with the next batch. I don't particularly want to go out and get them. I'd much rather they came to me.
It won't work.
Your first fort isn't even a year old and you've already lost your first dwarf. Oh dear. Is it in a particularly nasty biome or something? Okay, right, let's let down gate 2. I think there's only a few here. Here we go. Right, someone's coming down. Moving forwards a little. Humans are very reluctant to come forwards. Oh no, I think he's just waiting for the forces behind him to group up. Okay, well now they're all over the gate, I am going to pull gate 2 again. And that'll close the gate behind them. Might even squash some in the process. But it'll make sure that if our dwarves go running after anyone, they don't go running very far. And I'll now close gate 1. We're not in any rush for this. I'm quite happy for people to get around to it in their own time. Ah, my soldiers are getting thirsty though. And someone's brought a baby to the battle. Who's that? Ficard? There's a few of them stood on top of each other. I can't tell who's got the baby. Both Ella and Gola are female. Never mind. We should be fine. I'm not expecting any trouble. Battle babies, best babies. Oh, normal biome. He went berserking and got killed. Ah, I see. You know what we should... Oh, no, I think it's too late. I was going to say we should have had a look to see exactly how many we were facing. Before... Now, they're just standing on that weapon trap and it's not doing anything. So that's a very ineffective weapon trap. Don't worry, dwarfs. You'll be busy in just a moment and then I'll let you all go back. Alright, they're on it. So now let's we'll say squads B kill. Don't worry about the recruit. The recruit probably isn't too much to worry about. So you focus on those. Archers. You focus on the recruit. And once you've killed these guys, then I'll let you go and get a drink. Okay, archers. You can focus now on whoever is closest. Oh, did I not give you a kill order? I didn't. Okay, that's why we weren't finding anybody. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, kill. Is there anybody left? Yes, there is. Okay, B, kill that one. I think that might be it. What we can do is say squads, B, attack, R to select rectangle, first corner, second corner. Yeah, there's no one there to attack. Okay, well, I'll let you guys stand down. Yeah, I know. Oost. It's all very scary. You just slaughtered a load of people. Now we shall make the indoors area include here. And we'll get the rotten bodies out of the way. Teeth I'm not worried about. Let's just see what's here. That's just blood. There's a tooth. Okay, there's corpses here. So we unforbid that one. We'll take the arm because that will also rot, and the corpse. Hello, Tofu. I think if a human diplomat has visited your fort, they can mark the traps and the humans who invade can avoid them. Oh, no, I didn't know that actually. Goes to show, it's like you learn something every time you play. Right, get rid of the head and the corpse. and the lower arm and the corpse. There is a bug at the moment. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes the dwarves become overstressed at the sight of bodies and body parts. So apart from getting rid of the bodies to make sure that they're not having to deal with miasma, it's also about making sure that when we start bringing in loot or cleaning, or we go charging off to try and capture more of them, they're less exposed to bodies and body parts. Okay, right. You guys come in, get yourself a drink. I should really add water skins to their armor now. Look at that. Straight in the pub. Okay, and who's going out to deal with the bodies? It's the cook. And the first thing he's grabbed is a severed head. You think that's going to go in a stew? I mean, I know we'll see it appear in the corpse stockpile, but when it's the cook that's popping out to grab a severed head, you kind of wonder, because he's making stews. Oh no, he's making roasts. It's like, do you think there's brains ending up in the gravy? Makes diplomats seem completely worthless. They come, drink your booze, and then the civilization wages war on you with an advantage. True. I'm surprised that the humans picked a fight with me, actually. I don't often have a problem with the humans. Usually, I think this might be the first time I can think of that the humans were the civilization that launched the first battle. So they were my first enemies. That's definitely unusual. Sometimes I've seen, like, I pick a fight with the elves, and then the humans who are at peace with both of us decide that they're going to ally with the elves. Humans always pick a fight with you. Always. Yeah, I found that to be... Not that it's rare. The humans will take sides, I've found. But yeah, I don't usually find them to be the first protagonist. What about elves? So far, no. Haven't had elves ever attack me yet. I did have them complain about my clear cutting of trees, but I actually could easily appease their numbers, so I didn't care. They asked me to limit my tree cutting to like 125 a year. I probably cut 50 or so on average, so it was no issue. I think that happened in my last fortress. They limited me to something like I think it was 133 comes to mind. And I was quite happy to take on the elves, but I didn't actually need that many trees because I didn't have any decent metal. I wasn't smelting much ore. Okay, right, now that you've brought in the bodies, let's get rid of all of the stuff that's out here. Come and collect it all, bring it in. Maybe there's things you want. Especially the humans. And get all of the teeth taken up to the refuse. Okay, I think we've unforbidden everything there, so things can start being brought down. Right. Now, next thing is I want to pull that lever. And I want to start encouraging the next batch to come down, so we want to pull bridge 3, I think. Yeah. We've got plenty of time to be patient. Now, what I can be doing in the meantime is I can actually open up this passage to bring the rest of the humans down there. So that means opening all of the gates on the north passage. That'll allow the visitors out who want to leave, and it'll bring in the rest of the human army that has stood outside. Probably. Sometimes what I found happens with goblins is if I trap most of the army in a tunnel, the rest of them may just stay absolutely stationary. Okay, but we can also, let's see if the dwarves have dug up here. Yes, they have. Now, as long as we are careful, see, is there anything, any enemies around here? I don't see anything. Just tortoises. So what we'll do is we'll say that indoors now includes that area and this area, and need to work out where that is when we go down a level. This area.
Sorry, I can't do it.
Okay, and now come and dig that downstair there. Hang on a second. No, I'm setting them up for a fall. We want to keep... Right, cancel that one. Just keep one of those levers closed so that the miners can't run out this way. Because they will. And we definitely want them coming this way. And then as soon as we can, I want to get those 2 trees chopped down. They've actually grown there since I marked out this area. As soon as he's dug this first staircase and has channeled down at least a little bit. Let's get that. I don't want to channel too much because I need them to do the trees first. But if he channels that bit, and then channels down there, then this will always be seen as the shortest route. What did the... Who wanted something? It was either the mayor or the baron. Wants a lay pewter weapon rack in the dining room. Is that his dining room? Alright, we will sort you out in a while. Just want to keep an eye out over here. See if we can see where the humans actually are now. The ones still on the surface. So they didn't carry on going towards the entrance. There's one hovering there. But there was a little group of them. Just sort of keeping an eye. I'd like to know how much danger the dwarves who are digging the passage over here are in. Still waiting for the miner to come up. Ah, here he is. And I just need to keep an eye because he will be extremely slow moving. Okay, right, now we started to dig the channel. Well, to be honest, that is all I really need them to do at this stage, now I think about it. Because as long as they've broken through the surface, while we're in lockdown, then I can wait until it's safe again before they do the rest. It just means that they won't go running across the outside to get there. So I think what we'll do... cancel that. And we'll say, no, it's okay, you can go home. Who's oosting? Just somebody on the outside, not one of ours. Okay. So I want to make sure that we remove the indoors from here, because this is like definitely not indoors. And this is not indoors. I'll let him finish that one. Just see who it is who's worried on the outside. Because that will give us an idea of where the enemy is. Over here, so. Oh, there we go. So there's a couple of humans over there. Alright, so it looks like the majority of them are sort of around where the riverhead is. Don't think that's a human. No, that's the warrior that's afraid. Let's go back to the tunnels. Just head back up here. I want to see my dwarf coming back. Maybe we take this off. It seems to be feels like an unnecessary risk at the moment. We can designate. Yeah. We'll wait until things are a bit safer. There's no reason to be doing that right now.
No.
Okay, and we can open up the north passage fully. There we go. Right, so we've got gate. We've got the near gate closed, so let's open some interim gates. See if we can't coax some of them a bit closer. Oh, you just lost your second dwarf. Can I guess how he died? That suggests that he died in an amusing fashion. I think we should pull gate 3 while there's so many stood on it. Did he fall down a well? He again went berserk after not being able to build his artifact and then got killed. What was that? Ah, that sounds like being caught on the gate. Yes, it was. But it looks like none of them actually got in, so we've given them a good beating with the gate. Let's pull the lever again and do it a bit more.
It won't work.
I wonder why he's so worried. Why am I not using auto butcher for butchering? Because I use my animals for more than food and stuff. I like to control exactly what I'm butchering and when, and that kind of changes. I haven't found a good formula, I suppose is a way to look at it. I like different animals to build up their population at different times. It's I know it means that I end up with far too many of some things and far too few of others, and yeah, but it's not just about how many I've got, it's about where they're placed in the fortress. So, I mean, I could auto butcher certain species of animals. Things like
Yes, I'll do it, but no, it won't work.
like the pigs. The pigs are only being kept for their meat and leather. So I could do it for the pigs. Okay, who? Oh, just sparring. Fine. The humans will eventually, the ones that are on the surface, they will make their way down one of these two tunnels. You also do the same thing with your llamas and just set the butcher limit to like 20 or 30 or something like that.
Why do you think I can do this?
Yeah, could do.
Why do you think I can do this?
I've been quite happy manually taking care of it. Things like how much yarn have I actually got in my stockpile? How much, just thinking about it. How much forage do the animals have? Do I need to start knocking down some of the animal numbers? And the answer is probably it would be a good idea to take out a few more male llamas. Oops. There we go. Just keep 2 of the youngest males for the moment. I like to make sure that we're only butchering at a rate that is suitable for that the tanners can keep up with. Aha, they're finally getting on with smoothing the Baron's stuff. A lot of stone being hauled around the place. But yeah, it's not that I'm not opposed to Water Butcher. And I have used it in the past. Just at the moment, I'm kind of okay with how it's been. Let's just try giving Gate 3 another pull. Yeah, it's a shame so many of them fall the wrong way. Alright, we'll let Gate 3 back down again. Are we ready to do a bit more fighting? I think we probably are. So let's get the fighters. We'll move the fighters to here, and the archers will move here, and we'll pull that near gate. See if we can't attract the humans in a bit. Everyone's had a good rest. They've all had something to drink. Oh, someone's unhappy. So, George, if you're not happy, then let's take you out. And let's find somebody who we took out who were pretty good. Yeah, Esther. Come back, Esther. All right, so we're starting to see these, see them moving down a little bit. Let's check. The horse is fighting already. Oh, okay. That's... They are coming down... Yeah, so the humans are coming down this tunnel, and that's just one of our visitors that's attacking a horse. So, let's see who's coming down. Is it just a couple of horses? Because I can leave that to the visitors. Yeah, I think so. The human's still alive? Yeah, I'm just letting the next bunch through. Okay, I think we'll pull gate 3 now. We'll just start closing the gates behind them. Bring them forwards.
It won't work.
Okay, so they're going to attack this one guy. Right, before they do... what I don't want them doing is running down, chasing others. So I'm going to close gate 2 as well. Just in case they get a bit over enthusiastic. Okay, so now go kill him, go kill him. Go on, you'll have that done in no time. See, it's already done. And now move. Come try get your positions again. Alright, I'm gonna pull gate 1. The gate 1 and gate 2, I want both of you closed. Just to make sure that my military don't go charging off. Okay, they've spotted it. So now we need to go kill him. Kill him. A, kill the lasher. B, kill the lasher. Okay, you can now, should you wish, go and take on the horses. So this is where I had an absolute disaster in the past where... What? One of the horses didn't just kill one of my... okay, that was one of the... Huh? Oh, he wasn't one of mine. I thought it was going to tell me that that the horse had killed one of my archers or something. Yeah, I had an incident, a crack team. I had something like it was a hammer lord and an axe lord or something, and they went running after horses. And they went running right down my tunnels. I didn't have interim gates, so I didn't have anything locked up. And it was a similar sort of situation, except I'd emptied out a huge area, and there was sort of a big team, a big band, were right down the bottom of the tunnel. And the horse was running back to them, and two of my military went running after that one horse. Okay, what we want to do is to say indoors now includes this area up to here. And can we get these bodies brought in? And that leg. And that ear. Oh, you're about to lose your third dwarf? You've got two dwarves, one meditating on death and the other one on murder. Fantastic. Left rear hoof. I don't think that'll go rotten, but just in case. Yeah, we want to get rid of all of these horse corpses. Not worried about the teeth. Okay, you're looking very unhappy. Why? Who's that? Oh, it's another mercenary. Okay. So, Asmal. You can come out of the fighters. Just, like, go be a civilian for a while. You can always join us later. Oh, a wargeeler came. He fought the fisher dwarf near the river, and now they're both in there. My dwarf's dead, and the wargeeler transformed back to a weasel man. Oh gosh. Oh, the dwarf's still alive. Ooh, bad news. So I presume pretty badly injured. Can we bring in that corpse as well? Alright, how are we looking up here? I think we'll open gates 4 and 3 to just encourage a bit of forward movement. So that's 4 and 3. Oh, whoa, whoa, okay. Alright, we have a human force incoming down the North Passage. And they're not far away. So let's close the northern gate. Just to make sure that they don't run away and my troops don't go charging after them. Ah, actually, they're all coming in down there, aren't they? Yeah, that's quite nice. Right, well, we'll let this first band come forwards. Just a little bit more. Right, but I do need to make sure that this one is pulled quite quickly. And it's not even tasked at the moment. Come on, do it now. I'm gonna have to get my squads forwards. Come and move here. Fighters move there, because the enemy is not far away. And we've got civilians collecting bodies that I'd really like them to keep on collecting bodies. Okay, we've got the far gate closed. So now... Right, where's the Vanguard? The Vanguard are at gate 3, so we'll pull everything behind gate 3. Right, most of them should get across gate 3. Aha, now interestingly, this might be attracting others forwards down the other tunnel. Okay, right, here we go. So we've got a nice little band here that have been separated from the rest of them. I don't think there's much up there, but it just, yeah, there's a few. We've probably split this force in half. I'm going to move my forces forwards a little. Just so that the civilians can continue. Ah, now can I see? Who's got Ficod? Ah, it's Ella. Alright, so Ella. This one could be just a little bit tougher. There's just a few more of them, so we'll take you out. You take your baby back indoors. Come on, squads. You're not doing a marvellous job of moving forwards. Are you about to dash into battle? You are. Okay, so we're going to have to set a kill order. Right, archers. I want you to focus on that one. Fighters, focus on this one. He's going to be closest. Okay, fighters. Kill whoever is closest now. Kill whoever is closest now. Sure, A will do. Archers kill that one. Fighters kill. We had one in the corner here. Yeah, he'll do. Have we got somebody shooting from up here? No, it must just be my archers doing that. Okay, fighters kill anyone within the rectangle now. So anyone from here to here. Take out the axeman. Okay. Kill whoever's left. Well done. I think that's everyone and you can stand down. We need to increase indoors to cover this area. And we need to get rid of these bodies. Oh, Gelber had a hand cut off. One of ours has taken an injury. Get that ear out of here. Corpse. An ear, an arm, a corpse, another corpse. Another corpse. Yeah, there's quite a few in this little crowd. Not worried about teeth. Another corpse. That's a tooth. And that's a tooth. Alright, so we'll let the civilians go clean up the corpses so that the army are not fighting in the middle of a rotting pile of flesh. Right, but I think at this point I am going to take a break. Oh, your dwarf did die. He drowned. At least that meant that you didn't have a weird healer spiral take place in your fort. It was always a possibility, of course. Let me check that corpse is not forbidden. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to take a quick break. And then I just want to check and make sure I've definitely picked up all of the things that might rot. Yeah, until later, indeed. So I'll be back shortly. How long will I be streaming? I'll probably do another 2 hours. Is that sparring, by the way? Yeah, probably do another 2 hours. Feels about right. So I'll be back 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. Maybe 10 minutes. So yeah, back shortly.